Hi everyone, Radhe Radhe. We're doing today chapter 9, verse 30, and this one is actually very good. This is very hope giving. There are two different interpretations, from my understanding, of what Prabhupada has said and what Swami Mukundanand has said. So, I'm going to go over both of them, and the interpretation that Prabhupada has is more hope giving, I suppose, more energizing. So, okay, let's sing the verse together. Api chetsu duracharo bhajate mamananyabhak sudhareva sasamantavya samyag. I've practiced this so many times. Samyagvya vasito hisaha. Yeah, it's still confusing. Okay, the translation is, even if one commits the most abominable action, if he is engaged in devotional service, he is to be considered saintly because he is properly situated in his determination. So, a person who is a devotee and who is, according to Prabhupada, obviously, chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, that is the most, but there are many other actions or acts of devotion as well. The chanting is only one of them, but deity worship is another, or all kinds of service in the temple, all kinds of things, or service for the Lord doing it. There's so many different kinds of devotional activities, but yeah, the chanting is the most core to this path. So if somebody is doing that, even if they are committing the most abominable actions, they are considered saintly. So that's the thing that he has written here. Sadhu eva. Sadhu is a saint. They are considered saintly. They are certainly considered a saint. So he's saying that just because somebody falls, um, so if somebody falls, it's like a mark. There's spots that resemble the mark of a rabbit on the moon. Such spots do not become an impediment to the diffusion of the moonlight. Similarly, accidental fall downs of devotees does not make him abominable. In fact, it makes him saintly. Sadhur eva, that's what he said. They're very emphatic. So don't assume that just because there is a devotee that is falling down or doing something, they should be derided. They're still considered saintly. And that does not give the right to devotees to just go ahead and do whatever nonsense. Like he says, they can't just no one can take advantage and commit nonsense and think they're still a devotee. And there are people who have said, like, when you do aprad, then you lose bhakti credits. So there's all kinds of different people saying all kinds of different things, and I don't like to go into that direction because it's scary. I mean, I am committing aprads all the time. I don't even want to go down that road. My goodness, went down this. There's so much talk about aprad in some of the lectures that I was listening to, some of the classes I was attending. I stopped attending those classes. I was like, I can't do it. I'm just, it's too difficult for me. So I'm skipping those classes until we go past all those millions of types of aprads. Aprad means mistakes that we do, faults that we do, because then the consequences, like, you lose. I mean, this is like, yeah, too much for me. Okay, now so Swami Mukundanand says that even if somebody has fallen, once they start devotional service again, then they can purify all of the past mistakes. So what Prabhupada is saying is, right now, if a devotee is a devotee and he commits abominable actions, he's still considered saintly. What he's talking, from my understanding, what Swami Mukundanand is saying is that earlier, if a person does it, and then if he stops doing and then he does devotional activities, then he's considered a saint. And he's giving the example of Valmiki. I think this is a very famous story where he was very, very highly impious. He's the one who wrote the Ramayana, right? So he was very, very highly impious, and he couldn't even enunciate Rama, the syllables. So then he was asked, his guru said, why don't you say Mara? So Mara, 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 Rama, it became Rama. And just with that, he became so pure that he wrote the Ramayana in a beautiful way. So that's The yeah, these are the differences. Okay, so that's it for this one. I think 931 is another very beautiful verse, and then 932 is my scary verse. So and, yeah, okay, so see you in the next verse. See you in the next video. Wish you a day filled with lots and lots of spiritual growth. Radhe Radhe.